after Israeli strikes Hezbollah mortar fire. In sport, Flying hides 25 players to camp ahead Waffle Taiwo. Christian State Office farming initiative inspired by the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. It will be recorded that during the 24th National Women's Conference, Mrs. Sanwo-Olu emphasized the importance of women embracing farming and home gardening as a cost-effective measure to reduce dependence on purchased food items. Building on this idea, the board secretary, Yetunde Bafe, recognized the potential of utilizing the board's premises to promote eco-friendly practices, reconnect with nature, and foster self-sufficiency, encouraging other ministries and agencies with sufficient space to adopt farming practices. Bafe noted that the produce from the office farm will be shared among staff members as part of their welfare package. As part of activities marking this year's World AIDS Day, the Lagos State AIDS Control Agency, LSAC, has organized a sensitization walk and empowerment to raise awareness about HIV/AIDS and advocate AIDS prevention. Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Falakemi Animashan, while speaking at the event, assured that the state government would continue to provide all the support that they need, both physical, psychological, social, and mental, to be self-reliant. According to her, the activities would foster awareness, build partnerships, and accelerate the HIV response, while also describing them as opportunities to make a real difference in the fight against HIV. Animashan urged people to shun every form of stigmatization against them, saying it is against the law of Lagos State. On his part, the Permanent Secretary, Office of Chief of Staff, Kajo Oluwashanu, assured that the Lagos State government would continue to give necessary support and help to people living with HIV. About 100 people benefited from the empowerment program, with some relief materials from the Office of First Lady, as 30 elderly people received cash gifts, while 70 others were given sewing machines, grinding machines, among other equipment. Foodstuff transporters under the Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria, AUFCDN, have warned that food prices will skyrocket in December. In an interview with newsmen, the national president of AUFCDN, Mohammed Tahir, explained that the rising cost of petrol and diesel combined was a daily extortion and double taxation on federal highways are severely impacting foodstuff transporters. Tahir said each trailer load of rice, beans, corn, and other commodities from Sokoto to Port Harcourt cost 2.25 million naira, and the same amount is spent on transport goods to other parts of the south. He warned that the cost of food will escalate as the Christmas season approaches, worsening the already significant hardship Nigerians are facing. Now to the rest of the story. The federal government has unveiled a 24-month action plan of creating 20 million jobs for youth throughout the recently launched Nigerian Youth Economic Engagement and De-Radicalization Program, NYEDE. Minister of Youth Development Ayodele Olawande stressed the need for Nigerian youth to align with the government of President Bola Tinubu in the collective effort towards building a healthy and safer country. Ayodele affirmed that the recruitment of youth into the Youth Farmers Cooperative Scheme will commence on 9th of December and will serve as a means of creating mass youth employment, alleviating poverty, and fostering adequate food production. He urged Nigerian youth to take advantage of the economic opportunities offered by the government to help themselves achieve economic self-emancipation while also transforming themselves into agents of nation building. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has seized an estate containing 753 units of duplexes located at Lokogoma area in Abuja. In a statement, the head of media and publicity of EFCC, Delio Yewali, the seizure, which is the single largest asset recovery by the agency since its inception in 2003, was made possible by a court order. Oyewale noted that Justice Jude Onweguzie gave the ruling on a final full feature of the estate in Abuja, measuring over 150,000 square meters. He said the full feature of the property to the federal government by a former top brass of the government was pursuant to EFCC's mandate and policy directive of ensuring that the corrupt and fraudulent do not enjoy the proceeds of their unlawful activities. In foreign news, deadly Israeli strikes and a mortar attack by Hezbollah have raised fears that the ceasefire in Lebanon could collapse. 10 people were killed in southern Lebanon on Monday night after Israel carried out its biggest wave of airstrikes since both sides agreed last week to end 13 months of conflict. The Israeli military said it struck Hezbollah fighters, launchers and infrastructure and urged Lebanese authorities to prevent what it's called the group's hostile activity. Hezbollah had earlier fired 2 mortars at the Israeli army base in a disputed border area, saying they were a warning of what it saw as repeated violations by Israel. In sport now, Flamingo's head coach Bankole Lokiri has called 25 players to camp after Nigeria's under-17 women national team. The camp is ahead of the Wacobi under-17 girls cap competition taking place in Ghana from 12 to 26th of December. Top of the list is midfielder Shakirat Mashoud, first choice goalkeeper Christiana Uzoma, defenders Taiwo Baruwa and Priska Nwachukwu. Others are midfielder Farida Abdulwahab and forward Tamani Chidi, Peace F. Young and Janet Ake Koromwe. All invited players are expected to report at the Remo Stars Sports Institute in Remo, Ogun State. The Flamingos have been drawn in Group B alongside Cote d'Ivoire and Niger Republic. And that's it on the news at 4. But just before we go, do not park at or near a road crossing. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration engaged independent managers for the management of the Lagos theatres? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the media stories. The Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board LSCPWB has officially launched its office farming initiative inspired by the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ilujoke Sanwo-Olu. The federal government has unveiled a 24-month action plan of creating 20 million jobs for youth through the recently launched Nigerian Youth Economic Engagement and Deradicalization Program, NIEDE. We also told you that deadly Israeli airstrikes and a mortar attack by Hezbollah have raised fears that the ceasefire in Lebanon could collapse. Finally, Sport Flamingos head coach Bankole Lokiri has called 25 players to camp of the Nigeria's under-17 women national team. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast of by Majid Ololadi. I'm Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon and welcome to the return trip.